stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and like not be there for them. So I just want to always just know, like.
The WNBA has officially suspended Angel Reese for the rest of her life, and it's as crazy as a championship game three-pointer in the last seconds. The WNBA may choose to use you as a lesson. Angel, the game's all about respect, sportsmanship, and keeping the game clean. So when you pull acts that raise eyebrows, the league can't just let it slip. They've got to make sure other players think twice before stepping out of line. It's like telling the newbies, hey, don't move like that, or you'll be like Angel.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person.
Angel Reese has been caught using performance-enhancing steroids that are outrightly banned in the WNBA. Look, we get a competition is strong, and you want to show the world you can hang with the best, but here's the kicker: you'll never be in her league. Caitlin has that finesse, that king instinct, and the fan adoration that you seem to struggle with while you're out there trying to reduce the gap. It seems your unpleasant and disrespectful conduct just expands it. Remember that time you mocked Caitlin during the national championship? Sure, it gained you some social media publicity, but it also made you look like the villain in a Disney movie, only without the charm. And Antunes fans adore a good rivalry, but they also cherish respect. And let's be real, your shenanigans merely ensure you'll never get the same type of affection from the fans. It's like trying to attack LeBron while being known for stepping on the floor, and flip-flops just doesn't work.
Everybody was trying to be like, oh, she a one-hit wonder, da-da-da. But it's like, now what? Two-hit wonder? Like, the fuck?
You thought I was feeling you? Yeah, nigga, much, nigga.
You gave Caitlin the iconic "you can't see me" gesture, believing you were a WWE superstar, but it backfired faster than a bad pizza delivery. The fans saw that unnecessary drama, and it merely added fuel to the flames. You thought you were being smart, but all it accomplished was brand you as the bad person in a league that prizes sportsmanship. And let's not forget that sideline incident where you rolled your eyes during a news conference when a reporter asked about your conduct. That's not the way to win over hearts and minds. It's like telling your boss, yeah, I totally want that promotion, while sitting in a chair with your legs on the keyboard. It just doesn't compute, but we can compute your rebound game now. You recognize for your board work, but let's be honest, most of those rebounds come from your own misses. It's like that kid in school who keeps raising their hand, but only to answer their own questions. Sure, the stats look fantastic, but it doesn't imply you're dominating the game. When you're out there shooting, sometimes it feels like you're trying to nail a Jenga tower with a wrecking ball. The rebounds might appear remarkable, but let's face it, you're missing a lot. That's not exactly the mark of the world's best, more like a never was pretending to be a has-been.
Reese with another rejection. Cecilia looking for something to the rim, rejected.
So, what does this mean for your future? The fans aren't likely to forget your actions anytime soon. They want to see respect, devotion, and talent, not just someone who can throw shade like it's confetti at a birthday party. If you want to turn this around, you've got to reassess your plan and show that you can be more than simply a player who's adept at making headlines for the wrong reasons. If you're serious about making a name in the league, start showing that you respect the game and your opponents. You've got the talent, but it's time to back it up with humility and expertise, not simply bluster.
All-star career, and Angel Reese keeps
in her first ever All-Star game come on an offensive board, leads the WNBA in that category. Well done.
When it comes to the conversation about the best in women's basketball, names like Caitlin Clark, Wilson, and Breanna Stewart instantly come to mind. Each of these players brings a unique blend of skill, dedication, and respect for the game. But then there's Angel Reese, who, despite her talent, falls short of being considered among the elite. Let's break down why she's not even close to the best in women's basketball and explore how her off-court persona, particularly her social media presence, seems to overshadow her on-court performance.
Hey guys, so my fit for the day, thanks to Raising Cane. Y'all know my favorite color is pink, so of course I gotta get my pullover with the canes.
While you could see Reese putting up decent numbers and exhibiting moments of brilliance, it's crucial to compare those results to another rookie. You know the rookie. But let's pretend you don't. Players like Clark and Wilson not only contribute consistently, but lift their teams with clutch performances and playmaking. For instance, Clark's ability to control the game, distribute the ball, and sink important baskets under duress has confirmed her as a star. Wilson's flexibility, defensive prowess, and leadership make her an invaluable player.
Afraid of the contact, and she's also not afraid to tell her defender about it.
1 minute to go, tie game. Allen looking into Reese. Reese back to work on Smith. Reese pumps it in. Narissa Smith has had no answer for Angel Reese.
Out of that timeout, direct entry into Angel Reese and just let her go to work. No double team comes. She goes over her middle shoulder and able to finish inside.
Now to Mabry. High post Reese. Spinning on Mercedes Russell and scoring. Nice move.
Angel Reese squaring up on Mercedes Russell, faked left, and then it's just unorthodox. There's no
Samuelson able to get that to Engsler, who takes the three. That one's off the mark. Allen now pushing for Chicago as Reese trying to get behind the defense. Does count the bucket. And Reese will get a chance for one more.
The degree of difficulty on this catch was big time. I don't know how she got herself shot ready in time, especially.
Trailing 71-59. Angel Reese, what she got in her. Oh, she draws the contact. Get in there. Count it. Shy Barbie going to work.
One thing that Angel Reese is not going to do, and that's shy away from contact. She doesn't care if it's Nneka Ogwumike.
In comparison, while Reese may have times where she shines, they frequently seem to come against lower competition or in games where her team is greatly favored when faced with elite level. Skill her performance tends to plummet. This discrepancy raises issues about her readiness to compete at the highest levels of women's basketball.
And in the most positive form, Courtney Williams provides that little chip that this Minnesota Lynx team needed. Snatched her up from Chicago. Here goes Reese, penetrating with 6 points to go with her 8 rebounds.
I like when Angel Reese takes it off the bounce. I like her ability, her
Jones blocked by Reese. Gets her own miss. On top, Mabry shuffles it over.
Look at the rebounds and points per game. Yes, those stats can be amazing, but they often come from her own missed shots or inside a team strategy designed to feed her. How many times do we see her dominate against top-tier opponents? Not often enough, for instance, in important matchups against elite teams. Her shooting percentages tend to dip. This isn't just a poor day at the workplace. It represents a history of underperformance when the spotlight shines brightest. While she may put on numbers against weaker teams, that doesn't make her one of the greatest. You might call it stat padding.
I think so many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time, and luckily, it's coming now.
Real excellence is about stepping up when it counts, and that's where Reese had been struggling, so girls all branched out into other areas to stay relevant, like having a podcast where she stirs drama, and also dropping explicit material of herself out there. How does Angel Reese present herself on social media in a world where the boundary between athlete and influencer BL, as it appears like you've opted for the latter more often than not? Instead of focusing entirely on your game and enhancing your talents, you tend to lean into a social media presence that often sexualizes yourself. This tendency isn't new. Many athletes have profited on their looks and personal branding to establish a following. However, when it becomes your primary goal, it can raise eyebrows. Instead of showing the world your passion for the sport, your feeds typically reveal more about your appearance than your enthusiasm for the game. The basic question is, why is it a craving for validation owing to faults on the court?
Let her catch it.
Reese for a dagger! Angel Reese knocked down her first three.
Well, Angel Reese, this is know your personnel. Yeah, you're going to give her that three, but she's on fire today.
Like Pokey Chapman said, there's no blueprint for what she's been able to do.
Angel Reese sneaking her way. Somehow found her way to the bucket.
Nice job, Evans. Sheldon lost it. The turnover. To Shields, to Evans. Back to Devin. Nice touch pass inside Diamond to Shields. And they're going to call it, I think, on Reese.
Oh, okay. I thought they called it on. No, that's a different play. The play is.
It's normal to want to connect with fans and followers, but when the content mostly focuses on displaying body rather than expertise, it may be insulting to the WNBA. It gives the impression that perhaps you don't fully believe in your ability as a player, so you resort to other tactics to keep relevance. Your social media is packed with photographs and videos that put your looks and lifestyle over the hard work and dedication that great athletes demonstrate.
Foul here for the Aces. Got to get to 5 to be in the bonus. Mabry looking for something, finds Reese, that's something. And Reese trying to make herself available, does on the post. Gets her first field goal to go.
Mobile and Wi-Fi provider of the Chicago Sky. Nothing has been more reliable than
Carter. Behind the back, between the legs, feeding Angel Reese for 2. The official mobile and Wi-Fi provider of the Chicago Sky. Reliability right now.
While there's nothing wrong with embracing your femininity, it can feel like a compensated approach for not achieving the heights of your contemporaries. This reliance on a hypersexualized appearance can backfire. It can alienate traditional basketball fans who appreciate performance and respect the game. The genuine supporters of women's basketball want to see athletes strive for greatness, not just chasing likes, and follows. The risk is that you may end up pigeonholed as an athlete who's more concerned with her social media presence than her success on the hardwood.
15, the way they're playing on offense. Ezzy with it, spinning, another block shot.
They just look rushed right now. They don't look as if they are in rhythm.
And inside Cardoso was just... I think this is the best first half I've seen Chicago have.
Lifted, the focus has been there, and now the first points. Harrison high to low, Reese.
And she's aggressive. Oh, good hesitation. Dribble.